What's up, friends? Episode 2 of the Collegiate Racing Series 3-part docudrama of students getting into racing has just dropped. And I wanted to do a commentary overview. And the reason is because episode 2 follows a 12-year-old student getting into the world of driving. And frankly, I have let's just say, a close attachment to this individual. Let's just get right into the video, guys. I'm super excited to see it and watch it along with you guys. Oh, let's go. Music, though, it's exciting. That's a nice SPEC MIATA. That's an ND. Oof, looking good.
My parents tell me that I spent my earliest days staring out a window from 35 floors up in our downtown Atlanta condo. I would watch the trains and the cars all day. At 6 years...
He really would. Like this boy, from as early as I can remember, would crawl over. So we were living on the 35th floor of a condo downtown Atlanta, and we had these floor-to-ceiling windows. And he would crawl over there, and he would just have his hands and his face plastered to the glass, just watching the trains and the cars. That's all he wanted to do. Maybe he has it in his blood, guys.
I asked my parents to race for 9 months straight, and they said no every single day.
We did. We said no every single day. We said, you don't want to go racing. You don't actually want to go fast, right? You've just seen your old man do it a couple times. So, you don't really want to do this, do you? The boy had grit. The boy had perseverance. He asked us every single day for 9 months. And that was in a lot of ways kind of our test, right? If you really want to do this, if you want to really race, you have the right resources to do this. I know too much. I know how to get you in, but it requires hard work. And so when we finally said yes, we were like, okay, we're pulling you out of school. We're going homeschool. You're getting on the simulator every day. You're at the track every week practicing. You're working with coaches. You're learning data. You got to put in the work. And this little nugget, he's put in the work.
Finally, they said yes, and I received my first go-kart and began racing at the club and national level.
Crushing it.
My father raced sports cars and also raced a Radical SR3 for a while. He tells me it's in my blood, as his father raced in Korea back in the 70s. As long as I can remember, I've wanted to race sports cars like GT3s and GTPs. My dream is to race Le Mans in a hypercar.
That is the magnum opus. That's the dream. Hypercar, Le Mans. We can do this.
In the future. The Collegiate Racing Series is a program that helps students like me get into racing. When I was racing from 6 years old to 12 years old in karting, I often heard my dad complain about the lack of programs, help, and guidance in the karting to car world. I'm honored and excited to be one of the youngest students to go through the Collegiate Racing Series program. I know that they are here to help students age 12 through 25 get into the motorsports world through education, training, and real-world racing wheel-to-wheel.
It was fantastic for me to say, wow, this is racing. This is what racing's...
We really have some of the best coaches that are also drivers. We got 2 pro drivers there, John and Todd, as you can see on the screen here, but some of the best coaches and driving instructors to teach students age 12 to 25 to get into the world of racing. Really, really awesome to be working with them.
All about
2:35 we start on grid.
such beautiful views at Homestead, Miami. It was awesome to do a competition school there with the Collegiate Racing Series. I think that's me. Is that me? I think that's me. Yeah, me rolling around at a $120 going down the front straight with my driver. Oh, the core memories, friends. Core memories here. Being able to instruct, so I'm an MSF level 2 instructor, and so for me to be able to instruct and ride side saddle with my driver in his competition license at the Collegiate Racing Series was just a memory I will never forget. Core memory, guy. Core memory, my guy. Best times of my life. It wasn't bad to see this GT3 RS either. That's an amazing car. You guys know. Such beautiful mornings at the track. Best part of life, track days, my friends.
Racing school has been absolutely awesome. I got to work with some awesome coaches like Todd Burris, who is one of the best MIATA drivers in America, John Rudolph, who is very smart in his racecraft, and Senator Smith, who is just an awesome guy. He's extremely positive.
Senator Smith is extremely positive, and he's a great racing coach too. He's awesome.
Only taught me the basics of driving a sports car, but also helped me refine much of my racecraft that I carried over from my karting experience. Racing wheel to wheel with other students has been a blast. Everyone is so helpful, happy, and excited to be a part of this Collegiate Racing Series school.
We had so many different students from all over the map. We had some students fly in for this, and it's just great to have so many different people from all different walks of life that are students, number one, and number two, interested in getting into motorsports. It's just, racing brings the world together, man.
As we debrief after that pit lane box, we'll get into what to expect and how to approach it, right? Because nobody wants to end their race in the first quarter.
Nobody wants to end their race in the first corner. That is so crucial. Having been a constructor for my son's karting for the last 5 years, this is it. You don't want to end your race in the first corner. And John, right here, our coach, John Rudolph, amazing with data. Amazing with data. He's so good with the students, so good at communicating making data simple for the students. Really top tier.
But if you know how to take it, and
David, this guy should be a comedian in another life, but a great racing instructor.
work with it, I mean, the car will get light in the rear.
I want to reach these people. I want them to know that this is an opportunity. There's going to be tremendous hand-holding in this process. You got questions, you don't know what to do here, let us help you. I mean, that's what we want to do, is make it accessible.
I think it's important to know that racing isn't something that you just pick up and do. Racing is a sport that requires you to be mentally strong, very smart, very hardworking, good at decision making, quick
We ended up doing a couple of these pit stops, and we just wanted to really give Joseph, the driver here, an opportunity to just practice it and get it done well. And what's so great is when we came in for pit stop, the coaches David and John, they would look at us, do you want to do it again? Do you want to practice more? It's like, yes, let's do that again. And I loved the willingness of all of the racing instructors and coaches to be agile and flexible to each of the drivers' needs, so that each of the drivers that are going in the school through the Collegiate Racing Series are able to pace themselves and learn at a safe pace that is contextually relative to them, right? No one's going to learn at the same pace. And so that's my fancy way of saying some of the best driving instructors and coaches with the Collegiate Racing Series. You're going to find no other place that has better.
Fluxes and a student mentality. As a student, I'm here to learn as much as I can about the motorsports world, and I'm excited about what the future holds for me.
Such a strong end. Episode 3 coming soon. Once again, thanks to all the sponsors and partners that make this possible. Man, I'm loving this. I am absolutely loving this. So if you want to see the entire video without me interrupting it, make sure that you go here, Garage ID YouTube channel, and check it out, my friends. The Collegiate Racing Series is here. The college varsity sport of racing that you didn't even know it existed. You didn't even know it existed before now. It's finally here. Check it out, friends. DriveCRS.com. Let's go.